we have Demo in the building. We have Sherwin, the Arsenal man. We have Jason, the United man. And tonight with us, we have another Liverpool fan, Gio, in the building. How going, gents?
Yeah, man, we're gone.
So everything I going to do.
Yo, you just have to big up the birthday, man. For the nobody start the program and big up the birthday host, you know. Big up yourself, you know, you.
Yeah, man, big up on the strong, man.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, man.
Real
Respect, family. Respect. So, no, so now well I wait for this because what 2 weeks now when I see an action. So I know everybody I wait for this because we're tired of the international fix. Well, me personally very tired of it because me gain some dollars over the local fixtures them, so can't yet on it.
Yeah.
This side give a good present though.
Man, everything go, man. But alright. Tonight we'll be discussing some EPL action. Or we'll see the fixtures over the weekend take place and our analysis. And for the people who are into the betting, we'll give them our tips as well. So first up tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. we see Newcastle taking on Chelsea. I get that one to bones because now I give the Tottenham fixture. The man say every time I give the Tottenham fixture.
Yeah, every week I give me Tottenham.
Fact.
Newcastle versus a very informed Chelsea. I can only see that going only one way this weekend, and I can only see a 3-0 victory for Chelsea this weekend.
Gio?
I can't believe the man say inform Chelsea. Yo, Chelsea just a run off a luck still, you know, but you have to understand that tomorrow it gonna be one of them game there where anything can, because you have to remember say them a come off a international break, so them rowers are tired already because the schedule done pack up already. So tomorrow, I don't even know what to say still about that game there, but I just wait to see where Chelsea are gonna come out with, if them still are gonna ride pan them luck same way, or Newcastle are gonna mash up the party.
Alright, Jason.
For me, them coming off an international break, I think personally that form goes out the window. What kind of form Chelsea they have before international break, that just excuse for me. However, Chelsea have the better team, they have the bigger talents, so it won't be as easy as Bones suggests, but I think Chelsea will still come out to the victory.
Alright, Demo.
Yeah, I actually strongly disagree with the whole luck and riding luck thing. I think Chelsea has hit form. They are playing really well. The goal ever since they got Mendy, the form just turned around. It's not luck. They've been playing really well. And for Chelsea against Newcastle, I see them winning that game easily. I agree with Bones. Timo Werner on fire, Akeem Zayt on fire.
Yeah.
The keeper Thiago Silva look like he might play prime back in them days. And they're just playing brilliantly all around the park. This is nothing to do with luck. Newcastle will suffer. I think it might be a heavy defeat as well.
All right, I tend to agree that it's not down to luck. Chelsea has been playing brilliantly, so you have to give them that. From Werner to Ziyech has been truly on form, and you notice that even to the international break, the Chelsea players have also performed very well. So I expect them to beat this Newcastle team who are up and down. So we don't expect anything different. Next up at 10 a.m. we see Aston Villa taking on Brighton. Jason.
The scourge of Arsenal and Liverpool returns this weekend with Aston Villa. People need to take into consideration that this fixture last season produced 44 shots last season in one match. I think that was the most for the entire season.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, 44 shots between both teams. Of course, the argument can be made that Villa are much more of a potent attacking force this time around, and so are Brighton, because Brighton actually are the fourth most. They actually have the fourth most shots on target this season. out of all the Premier League clubs. It's just that the results are just not following the performances.
Yep.
So it might be a very, very open and entertaining game. But Villa will come out victors for me.
All right, Nemo.
Listen, I want to lean towards Aston Villa just because of how Jack Grealish and I mean the whole team has been playing well, but Jack Grealish just has been on another level. Watkins, he's been getting the goals as well. McGinn, he's been playing well, and Ross Barkley. So on a whole, Aston Villa have been playing well, but I'm going to go against them and pick Brighton to win this game just because every single game that Brighton has played this season, they have played so well. And as Jason said, the results are not coming. And I think sometimes the law of averages I go come around and hit teams. And I think that this time around that Brighton their performance will give them a victory in this game. So I'm going to say Brighton is going to win the game.
All right, Gio.
I will go with Aston Villa.
Just plain and simple.
Yeah, plain and simple
Kick
because
off pass.
Aston Villa, they might play some good ball game. I'm not gonna say Brighton now play a good ball game. It's just that the result for Brighton it now go for them way, like what really happening at the Man U game, and I guess that really frustrate them. But I just give this to Aston Villa.
All right, Bones.
I'm going for a 2-2 draw.
I want to bet against that.
Just that Aston Villa is in form, and we already know that well, let's not say Aston Villa is in form. Aston Villa wasn't in form until they beat Arsenal.
Yeah, they lost too.
Yeah, and winning one game on the bounce don't necessarily put you in form.
All right, I'm going to stop in your track. The man them has won 5 out of 7 games, so I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it no matter. The last 3 games.
Yeah, they lost 2, win 1.
2 defeat, 1 win. So, and we know that Brighton are bad lucky throughout the season so far. They're playing really good. So I have to go with that. I'm going with a 2-2 draw, Watkins double, and however else Brighton wants to score.
All right, next up at 12:30 p.m. we'll see Tottenham taking on Man City. Jose Mourinho versus Pep Guardiola. Gio.
Yo, I really don't know what to say about that game because this is not the City where did I run me down, and this is not the City where I run down the year before. I really don't know what to say about this. And then again, Tottenham, them really inconsistent because some ball game where they have played, them previous match, they have to scrape, like really scrape for a victory. So, really don't know what to say. But in terms of goal, I think both sides would score.
Jason.
Not really much to separate the two in my estimation. City don't look like the electrifying best. But they're slowly but surely coming into form. But something that is on Guardiola-like is that they've won the last, well, excluding the Liverpool game, I think they won the last 3 matches by a 1-goal margin, and that's something that you'd normally associate with Mourinho. Now, Mourinho will be ringing it into his Tottenham players that he wants them to, maintain the charge for the top of the league. And of course, once you have Harry Kane and Son, anything is possible. But I'm going for the draw in this one, a high-scoring draw.
Bones. Well, I should have called last year because there's something else I get a fixture. So go on. All right, Nemo, go through.
Yeah, so Jose Mourinho versus Pep Guardiola, the clash of the Titans. The thing is with Manchester City, I think they've only scored like 9 goals this season, right? I think it's somewhere close to that, 9 or 10 goals for the season, and that's so.
Yeah, they've scored 10 at this point last season. They had 27.
Exactly. So City, I'm not sure what's happening. I mean, Aguero is a big miss. I'm hearing that he might in the game. So that's a big.
All right. So just like how you mentioned the stats, they have scored 10 and they have conceded 9.
Yeah, it's just so un-City like, and so that's what makes the game tricky. But if Aguero comes back to play that game, I expect Manchester City to score more than one goal in that game, and I also expect with the form of Son and Harry Kane, it's going to be a high scoring game as well. Because for a Jose Mourinho Tottenham to be conceding so much, it's just unheard of. So he's conceding a lot of goals, and I'm expecting goals to be scored in this game, but I'm going to give it to Manchester City to win that game 3-2.
Take into consideration that their players have done well in the international break as well, because
Yeah,
Ruben Dias scored a double, Ferran Torres hat-trick, Phil Foden double, Mahrez scoring a worldie.
yep,
So quite a few of their players are in form.
yeah.
Sherwin,
Well, they look nice in here, but them start to get a beat at some point, some stage in their
yeah,
life,
break up.
They, yeah, now hear me now?
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, okay. Um, the surprising stats about this is that Tottenham has already scored 19 goals in this season so far in 8 games, while City have just scored 10. That is really shocking. That is
Very,
like shocking. Will City be able to break the 1 goal jinx this weekend? I think they're going to be able to do so.
yeah.
I think they're going to go. I'm going with a 3-2 victory, as what Demo said. Expecting Raheem Sterling to score, as well as what's his name again? Jesus. I'm expecting Jesus to score as well. And then I'm expecting Harry Kane to give me a couple points on Fantasy League by scoring a double as well. So I'm going with a 3-2 victory. Is For Tottenham, I think City has a better quality, right? But they have the technically more smart coach, right? They have the smarter coach when as it come on to tactics and whatever. But Tottenham, I can't see them winning this one, honestly.
Next up, we'll see Man United taking on West Brom in the 3 p.m. fixture, the final fixture of the Saturday afternoon. Jason, before I go any further though, let me make this clearly. Someone from our Facebook page, Crystal, says that Jason, please don't post anything about United and West Brom because they always a jinx us. Anyways, go ahead.
On see my name, I always point everybody to my name every single week. Baggies of wool.
Yes.
Anyways, it is the worst Premier League team this season with the worst Premier League manager. In all, as I point out to Levan yesterday or so one of them there. In the top 5 leagues in Europe out of 98 teams, West Brom are 96th out of 98 in terms of expected points this season with less than 1. If we go back as far as last season, West Brom have failed to win any of their last 12 fixtures in the league. I don't really know any much about them, to be honest, other than the fact that I still have them for as relegation candidates. This is the perfect opportunity for United to at the very least, do me a bigger God, showcase some consistency and all of that. I want to say that it's going to be a resounding victory. I really want to do that. However, I just think that is too easy. But United, trust me, United will still have enough for West Brom, and I think West Brom's dire run will continue.
But you know that they have beaten us quite a few times in the last fixtures that we have played. I think
Yes,
they have
yes,
won. I think they have beaten us. Go ahead.
I must point out to the viewers that United's record against West Brom at Old Trafford is not great. I think in about six seasons, they're about 6 or 5 seasons, they're about playing West Brom at Old Trafford. We've only beaten them once, and that was under Van Hal when a young Jesse Lingard scored his first goal for United.
Only so.
The dancer,
I'm your brother, Lord Lingardino.
the dancer.
The dancer, yes,
Okay.
otherwise known as the owner of the Emirates. Anyways,
Yes. And he not even can own a bench over Man U, you know.
yeah. So I mean, the record isn't great, and even United's home record in itself. I mean, we're still without a win at Old Trafford this season, but I must also point out that home factors this season overall for every team has not been great, as we've seen more away victories than home victories this season.
Hello.
Overall.
Talk for yourself, please.
So
Speak for yourself, boss. Correct yourself.
no, me just talk overall. It doesn't mean
You have to
that
Liverpool when you're talking about home records and not being impressive, boss.
all right, all right, sir. Villa still have to come to Anfield. So anyway, so me just say that's just it. So me just keep my fingers crossed for United. That's all me have to say.
All right, Demo, quick advice.
Yeah, I don't know what all that lecture for. Manchester United will win that game easily.
Exactly.
West Brom are atrocious, and it's like, bro, I don't know, they're getting relegated. So Manchester United to win 3 or 4 goals to 1.
All right, Sherwin.
Hey, honestly, the man write a paragraph on the easiest game over the weekend to bomba. Honestly, you really not understand it. Hey, Manchester United to win 4-0.
Gio.
Man U with the win.
No scoreline.
It can be over 4 goals because West Bram no dey no farm, and if Man U really make West Bram beat them just need to just take West Bram spot and put West Bram up.
All right, you hear that, Crystal? No, blame me this time. Blame the other 3 analysts. Them. Me no say nothing.
If Man U lose tomorrow, there is no more argument there that Oli should go. No more argument. Line just draw right there, so you don't feel lose to West Bram.
That's not going to happen.
We know how me no want it happen. We want only at the wheel.
All right, so Sunday morning we'll see Fulham taking on Everton. I'll start with the undercover Everton fan. Sherwin.
Everton to bounce back easily. Everton to bounce back easily. Richardson got a run out against Brazil, you know. James last 6-1 to Ecuador, but that's okay. I'm expecting Everton to come out 2-0 victors Sunday morning over Fulham, to be honest. They just have a little bit more firepower than Fulham. I mean, Fulham, no disrespect to Fulham, they have been improving as the season go along. They have been really, really improving. What would have been a really moral booster was if Lookman actually looked the right way the other day and scored that penalty. That would have been really good for them. But you know, it goes to show that these teams, West Brom and Brighton and Fulham, they're really contenders for relegation because nothing seems to go their way week in, week out. Nothing. So I'm going for Everton 2-0.
All right, Demo.
Yeah, I'm expecting Everton to bounce back as well. Fulham, even though they, like I said, they hit a mini form. The penalty miss from Lookman really dented hopes of staying up, because that point is going to be crucial coming into the back end of the season. So I think Everton just has too much for Fulham, and they'll win the game probably 3-0.
Gio.
Yeah, Everton can win the game for real. But if them really not bounce back from this, that means say yo, we just hype them up for nothing. Because me the app them and say yo top 5, but
so you're one of them too.
No, he's not jump to say one of them, but the league did, even though the league did just start, them they look good for them rest them opening game.
Yeah.
So yeah, me that say yo, them could have come up in a top 6, but if them really not bounce back from Fulham, it's really a bad picture for them. Probably not going up a mid-table, like way down at the mid-table.
Yeah.
But I expect Everton to win.
All right, hold on a second. Wally, we talk about the Germany game already. Team and go easy. That discussed from what? Was it Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah, we discussed that from Wednesday, man. So we'll move on from that. That's strictly EPL we're talking about now.
Yeah, man, that's true.
All right, so Jason, quick card for us.
Richarlison got more than a run out for Brazil still. He was actually a crucial player over their last two international matches. So with Richarlison back, Everton will win.
All right, so next we'll see Sheffield United, who are at the foot of the table, taking on West Ham, who are on a surge going upwards. Demo.
It seems every week I come here and say today will be the day when Sheffield finally gets a win. It just doesn't happen. So I'm not going to say it this time. I think West Ham are a pretty formidable team, and especially since that they won that game against Fulham in such circumstances with the save from Fabianski. Yeah, I'm saying West Ham will win the game. Sheffield, I don't know, man.
Man, wish I did stick to Sheffield doing it, because they might just go and jinx West Ham a little bit of far.
No, man, West Ham will win the game. 3-1.
Yeah, man, I expect Ben Rama to finally get a start. Did very well over international break. Well, he was the one who provided that assist for Mahrez wonder goal.
Oh, yeah.
Jason.
Where some pieces coming together bit by bit. Sheffield need points, and I don't know. It's a shadow of the team. I fail to believe that Dean Henderson made that much of an impact for them. I fail to believe. Shadow of the team from last season, but I think it will actually be a draw. Draw.
Well, I think that man's going to come to work this weekend because Sheffield they not no farm at all. It's just a sad thing. Say Liverpool really send the ball to them, but West Ham going to come out 2-1 victors or even 2-0.
Sherwin.
Sorry, me just try to look for the Sheffield United coach name. What your name?
Chris Wilder.
Chris Wilder.
The headlines Monday morning I'm predicting will say that Chris Wilder, whatever I want to name, has been sacked by Sheffield United. There is no way. I'm expecting West Ham to win, and there is no way for a team that finished mid-table last season. You are going to continue to give the coach a chance after 9 games, 1 point to continue. I'm expecting him to get sacked on Monday. So a 2-0 victory for West Ham.
Chris Wilder now go before your boy Bones.
Exactly.
Your boy over Burnley.
Oh, my boy over Burnley. Oh.
Chris Wilder won't get sacked even if they.
Where you say Daichi, I go first.
Daichi, yes. Daichi.
Daichi boy.
All right, so I'm going to skip the words on this one as well. We see Leeds United taking on Arsenal at 11:30 a.m.
My boy Saka.
We are asked about the one there.
You.
Yo, man, we start with you.
Wait, come in see me name. You know see me name?
No.
You not see me name?
No.
So away
Arsenal. That's your hashtag. Come on.
Yeah, that's a hashtag. Why you gone?
It's still there, man. Continue.
Anyways, go Arsenal. Go Arsenal. Poor Arsenal. Sad day Arsenal. Whatever. It's been a long time that Arsenal haven't lost a game back to back, Very long time. Even with the poor form of Mr. Unai Emery last season, we weren't losing game back to back. We were actually drawing games, and that was frustrating, right? In fact, a very brilliant coach Leeds have. Dean. Arsenal has a very young coach. Arsenal have had so many problems since that 3-0 defeat to Aston Villa. You would think you would probably laugh. First, Aubameyang sleeping for almost 12 hours on airport floor. Then Willan wasn't called up for Brazil's squad, but he decided to go on vacation and the club okayed it. David Luiz punched Danny Ceballos in his mouth in training, right? Shall I continue? Shall I continue? Eh?
Continue, man.
The amount of problems Arsenal have had over the last week, it just amazes me. And there is
collapsing match of COVID.
And yes, El Neni have COVID, Partey out with a thigh injury. Lacazette can't score, Aubameyang can't score. The only brightness Arsenal have left is that little
My boy
boy.
Saka.
That is the only brightness Arsenal have left right now. So with all of that, with so much happening with that team that is playing, they can come out and they can say whatsoever they want to say. That is playing on the cycle of everybody in the club. You're fighting in training, man just taking off, going out on vacation because they feel like they want to go on vacation in the middle of the season. Come on, you have to get we act together. I'm going for Leeds to win 3-2.
What?
How the raw team just here?
You pick against Arsenal?
Yeah.
Yo, tomorrow not safe at all. A Sunday the match I play still.
3-2. So with everything when we just tell you no think differently.
Yeah. When you get to us, we'll talk, boss. When you get to us.
Okay. Arsenal to
Hold on.
lose.
So hold on. You're really serious about that?
I'm serious, man. I'm really serious. Arsenal, there is too much going on now for Arsenal to go to Leeds that we know can beat big teams and win that game. Too much. Trust me.
William should leave England though.
Eh?
William should leave England though.
Yeah, exactly. Why you not get called for Brazil? Why you choose to go? And no, let's not say William shouldn't leave England. Why the club and Arteta allow him to leave? You understand?
Worse in a COVID time.
Worse in a COVID time. You understand? You know, like them stuff, them man. Honestly, the vex.
All right, so Dima, how do you think that match will go?
Yeah, I actually disagree with Bones. As much as we hype up Leeds and stuff, I think Leeds are 16th in the league right now, right? And we hype them and we do all of this thing and we say them play proper football, but they're conceding a lot of goals. Like I said, in probably
15th
in the league. So
they have scored 14 and they have conceded 17.
Yeah, so they concede a lot of goals, man. And like I said earlier, I think from they were playing Liverpool, I said we were going to beat them because they can't defend. And from that first game to now, nothing changed. And that when him Koch we play for Germany the other day, he's a main problem in that defense.
Brother, call the man name properly.
What name?
The CH is pronounced as a K.
So I'm gonna say Koch.
The man named Koch.
Not Koch.
Whatever I'm wanting. So he's one of the main problems in that defense as well, and I expect Arsenal to actually win that game against Leeds. Like I said, we hype up Leeds and say them play this and then play that, but I think Arsenal are going to win the game. It's going to be a close game, but Arsenal they're going to win just because I believe that they have a more solidified system in terms of their defense with Arteta there and Gabriel.
Jason.
Oh, so the score, Arsenal to win 2-1.
All right, go ahead, Jason.
Leeds are very much a Jekyll and Hyde kind of team. You know, we hyped them up. They were very exciting to watch. They're still exciting to watch early on, but I mean the Farmers kind of jumped off a cliff. I think within that short space of time they had like 2-4-1 losses. And all of that. So I need my boy Patrick Bamford to start catch some form, you know. But I see this as a draw. I can't really see either team getting a win. All things considered.
All right, Gio.
Fair enough.
I'll go with what Demo said, but as regards to the end result, I think Arsenal are going to win.
What? 3-2, 2-1. What?
I will say 3-1. But you know what the sad thing about it? Lee's going to score first.
Me still a try to ponder my head round on the 3 this and the 3 that to see who I go really score for
I said 2-1.
Me ha, 2 whatever me have cataract in my eye to one and say honestly to God. When Arsenal side I go score 2 goals.
But you have to understand, you have to understand, say football is not about the name again anymore. Understand that is who really come on to play upon the day. And as well, you must say, Leeds have a defensive problem. I think say from them play Liverpool, them that fix it and them really never fix it.
You know, say Arsenal have struggled over the years, even when Leeds was in championship. You know, say Arsenal big sides have struggled to beat Leeds over the years. Arsenal have not beaten Leeds probably in their last 2 or so game by no more than 1 goal.
That's why I said 2-1.
And it's a hard fought 1-0. No, brother. Nobody in the Arsenal team can score right now, brother.
Aubameyang score against Man U.
Yeah, that's a penalty. Come on.
Aubameyang freshman. Remember saying sleep with the rest of Gabon team at airport, man.
There is nobody in the current Arsenal team to help us over the line to get a 2-1 victory or a 3.
So when we come back next week, just make sure you keep the same energy there. See?
We make it the energy. Of course, we want my team to win, but we're on our lives, so we have to fear. We have to be fear about the facts.
Okay.
And the facts is that they put so much go on behind the scenes right now. It just hard to see them win Sunday. It really hard.
I'm not see it hard.
I'm gonna move up for that because I'm gonna carry too much onion still, isn't it? So next we see Liverpool taking on Leicester at 2:15 p.m. on Sunday. Brendan Rodgers going back to the shed that he once was at. Sure, Demo don't like hear that
don't
name.
remind me, boss.
All right, Demo, take it on.
All right, so a lot has been said about Liverpool's team and what they might feel in that game, because of injury crisis. Leicester City also has an injury crisis, and I guess we're going to see a lot of sort of makeshift teams for that game. I still think that Liverpool will win this game because I don't know why people all of a sudden believe that Liverpool playing at Anfield is just going to be a team that sides are just going to come and attack. Brendan Rodgers knows better than that. He knows that if he comes to Anfield and try to do that, he's going to lose the game. So I expect Leicester City to come with the game plan that they had against Arsenal to try and snatch and grab. They're going to sit deep with the ball. And even with the different defensive frailties that they might think that we have, Roberts is going to play the game, Matip is going to play the game, and they might use Nat Phillips or Fabinho he's 50-50. So we still have experiences, and Naby Keita, Milner in the midfield. We still have a lot of cover in the team.
Getting a slight feedback. Which one of you guys is watching it?
I'm not sure.
Not me.
I'm not sure. I'm not hear the feedback, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, me not hear no feedback either.
All right, continue, Demo.
Yeah, so we still have a lot of cover, and it's not like Mane and Jota and Firmino gonna go play golf and have COVID either. So we still have a lot of firepower to beat Leicester City, and I expect us to beat Leicester City in that game. 3-2. It's going to be a high scoring game, but 3-2. Just because of VAR controversy. I'm not expecting Leicester to come out fine. I expect like a penalty or some controversial call for Leicester get them goals.
Why you forgot this, brother?
No, because I know how VAR deal with it since the season start.
I know call VAR name, you see.
Yeah.
All right.
3-2.
The next Liverpool fan, how is it going?
Man, I said them I win, brother.
It's going to be a rough game,
Oh, go ahead.
It's going to be a rough game. That's all I can say. But I think is what I'm seeing 2 players out for Leicester, and they have 2 questionable. I have 5 players that is going to out and 4 players questionable. So I'm really going to have to see what this game going to bring. But I think Liverpool will try to pull through at the end.
All right. Since as I mentioned that, which 2 players are out for Leicester?
Hold on.
We know that NDD is out because NDD has been injured for a long while now. So, which fresh injury as they have?
Amarty is going to be out,
Amar
Hasn't really played much.
did not play.
and the guy from Turkey.
Seyon out long time.
Cengiz
Yeah,
Under
yeah,
or Soyuncu.
Seyoncho.
Him out
But he
long
has been
time.
injured for a while, so I don't really see what you guys saying that they have a lot of injuries. They really don't.
What do you
Because
mean they do? As in the overall Leicester City team has a lot of injuries.
yeah, but they have been dealing with it properly. All right, you
Hey, man,
notice that from Soyuncu and Ndidi has gone down. Wesley Fofana has stepped up. Nampali's Mendy has stepped up. So it's a case of them not really missing them either. And then you have an informed Yuri Tillemans. You have an informed Jamie Vardy. So let's not kind
So,
of have their pieces together.
so with that way I say inform in the inform this and it what that mean?
What I'm saying, another man said it already.
You see, the thing is, I don't think we respect the Anfield component in this game. It's
Them
been
really
3 years since Liverpool lose at Anfield. And if you think Brendan Rodgers, who used to coach the so, I will come and beat Liverpool there, you make a sad mistake. That's not happening.
All right, boss. Jason.
Liverpool will have only one member their back four available,
That's not
and
true.
Jamie Vardy has not played 1 minute of
Wait, so we
international.
mean one member of the back four available.
No, something there alone. A
Robert
starting back four, because Matip is not a starter.
Matip used to start with Van Dijk.
Brother, that is used to. The man is talking about currently, and you know that Van Dijk and Gomez
Go
are your
is we
starting centre
also
back.
know
So don't come
yes,
with that,
with
bro.
Van Dijk, Gomez, Robertson, and Arnold. Robertson is the only one available now out of their starting back four. And then you add to the fact that Jamie Vardy is as fresh as a fiddle. You'll be tempted to say that it might end up being dire for Liverpool. But I don't personally I don't get this whole allure about Anfield when really and truly there's no crowd. No, I don't get it.
And
I
that's
don't
why I
see
was
it.
still not
I
lose.
don't I mean I understand. I don't think that's as much of a factor as it was before when there was a crowd. Because Anfield and Goodison tend to be the two loudest stadiums in England when there's a crowd. No, that's pretty much non-existent. Liverpool is seriously wounded. No Salah either. I agree with Demo that they should have enough firepower to see them through, but I would be shocked if Leicester does not win this match.
Make your prediction, boss. I'm not tell you say you'd be shocked. Where you predict?
I think it will be 2-1 to Leicester.
Yo, we can't wait for come back here next week.
All right, Bones.
I'll be here from the Liverpool man. Them is just them a find excuse to say yes. Them should have enough firepower.
So where you did one with you? Did one with name out to excuse like what you would do?
Yeah, to be Leicester come back on top or Leicester injuries, and when they really look at Leicester squad, they must have one man out where really contributed to any part of the season so far. Oh please, come on. I'm expecting that the hate that Brendan Rodgers should have for Liverpool is really high. After Gerrard slip and cost him his first Premier League title.
Gerrard did not
against
come on the live with this nonsense, brother.
Chelsea.
I meant to live on to mute your mic.
I think he has a real in his heart for Liverpool.
Gerrard did not slip and start any league, brother.
Knowing that was his first and probably only opportunity of winning the Premier League title, and to see that go down the drain must be hurt.
Want to last year when him choke, when him there lead the league for
I'm expecting.
Want to last year when him there lead the league.
I am expecting Leicester City. I'm expecting a 1-1 draw at halftime, and a 1-1 draw halftime, and Uncle Jamie Vardy to step up and sink a winner in the second half. So I'm going for a 2-1 victory for Leicester City.
This is going to be epic.
Next up, we see Burnley taking on Crystal Palace.
Man, them can't talk.
I will start it with Mr. Sean Dyche, assistant.
Sean Dyche. Mr. Dyche. Who never
Go
play?
ahead, Bones.
Who never play?
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace and Mr. Sean Dyche. Someone that just annoy me every week. You don't know how to call his game. He man just a 9. 7 games, 2 points. Burnley versus Crystal Palace. I mean, Crystal Palace is not doing bad enough. And if Crystal Palace actually come out on the day and decide that they're going to play some football, the likes of Zaha and all of them use the 1,000 and all of them use they should come out pretty easy. 2-1, not easy, but hard fighting 2-1 victors in that game for me. So I'm going with Crystal Palace to win 2-1. Mr.
Alright, Gio.
Dyche.
That game is going to end in a draw.
Right.
That game going in a draw. And the person where they on the line always have hype up Burnley, they have to go try back next year.
Hold on there.
Who is that?
6-all draw.
Wait, what is it?
6-all draw.
Which part? Probably a Nina draw.
All right, Jason.
I don't know if it's a personnel available or if it's a personal revolution by Roy Hodgson, but from his time at Liverpool and Fulham, he wasn't really the most exciting manager, but the man have Crystal Palace actually looking like a team transformed this season.
Yeah.
All right, stick up in, Jason. Glad you touched on that because the other day I was reading an article, and the article was saying that how a once defensive Crystal Palace starts to play beautiful, attractive football under Roy Hodgson.
Sure.
All right, continue.
Yeah, I mean it's strange, and to further my point, it's just even stranger that it's happening under Roy Hodgson, who is the oldest manager in the league right now. Then again, there was Fergie, but he is an anomaly still. Anyways, Palace to win, and this time, this is the right manager where the headline I go say to be sacked or has been sacked or left by mutual consent. Monday morning, Sean Dyche.
No, a Tuesday, a Monday game I play.
Oh, no, by Monday night, the headline I go come in.
Okay.
I will say by next year international break. Yeah, that Sean Dyche take over England senior team.
He might get a Van Hal. The owners them are send him a text before the final whistle.
You know, before you go to Demo, you know why me probably not lean towards him getting the sack? Because the owners know say them not really back him in the transfer market.
And also remember that the club is in the process of being sold.
Yeah. So yeah, me think probably when that deal that go over the line, that at the time when in job really I got there on the line.
In job, in non line now go there, them have to get a new job. Remember, say new owners come with different ideas, and different approach to the club, So them have to get a new job.
But not necessarily, because it could be a case where new owners come in and they actually probably like him and they probably back him. So we don't know.
But
I think possible still though, but let's see, Dimo, what do you think about it?
My youth, honestly, the man just mess up my mates with this Brendan Rodgers and Liverpool.
Honestly,
brother. My youth, yo, me just have to get it off of my chest before me. Yo, I don't know if you're a troll or whatever, but Gerrard never sleep and cost us the league. Why you never attack Brendan Rodgers when he play Danny Ings at right wing back? Why you never blame Brendan Rodgers when he might try outscore Crystal Palace 8-2? Why you never blame Brendan Rodgers when all we needed against Chelsea was a draw, but he must say everybody forgot attack everybody and also Reno kick out face?
No, because Gerrard slipped.
Gerrard slipped what? At what point?
Because Gerrard slipped.
At what point did Gerrard?
Remember all of them Demba Ba?
Did finish?
Remember
Gerrard slipped in the 43rd minute of the game just before halftime. How that cost us? Anyway, whatever. Where may I go again?
Yo, Bud. You're one annoying fella doing the boards. They are getting the man pissed off.
Crystal Palace to win 2-0.
No. Why you hurt up the brother head, you know?
But I know me one say them a lose. You say them a lose too.
Algie is not talk about him to get this aura of Anfield. Why Arsenal never beat them Anfield and since we not
Brother,
fans?
brother, why you
We,
offensive?
we are still not losing at Anfield without fans, and the man still
Demo,
like him not getting
Demo,
right.
why you
The players themselves know that they have a record at Anfield. They
Demo,
know that it's there.
Demo, Liverpool is not all that in the Demo. Come on.
Like, continue with the show.
You never ban the last time the second to last time they win the league, you know. Come on.
Continue.
Yeah, boss man. Let's move on to the final fixture of the weekend, where we'll see Wolves taking on Southampton at 3 p.m. We'll start with Gio.
Well,
Yeah, nobody no hurt you. Them man, man.
And Vex. And Vex you will say Liverpool are lose.
Yeah, Gio, go ahead.
No, it's not losing, it's lose to Brendan Rodgers. That is the problem.
But that's the problem.
Continue the thing that you.
Yeah, I sure it'll make me laugh to me have idiot, brother. But Gio, continue.
He can't sum up losing to Brendan.
No. More ask all of the viewers who over the course of the life, who them think hate who more? If Demo hate Brendan Rodgers are Bones hate Tapper, who win?
Exactly.
First of all,
All right, come on, guys. Let's get back to the show. Gio, Wolves against Southampton.
Well, I think Southampton, they pan an eye now for no say them lead the league for the first time in the history of them day in the Premier League. And I think Wolves take time and I find them farm back. I don't know if I choose them now playing a Europa League that year. We'll probably see the same thing what happened the year before. But I really I go with Southampton for that match, 2-1.
Jason.
Southampton hashtag stop the count. Wolves to win. Wolves to win still. 1-0.
All right, Bones.
I think this is going to be the most entertaining match over the weekend. I'm going for.
I play Leicester City.
No man, that's not good entertaining. Brendan Rodgers no good. I'm going for a high 2-all draw in this game with Southampton and Wolves.
All right, Dima with the final say of the weekend.
Yeah, so this is a hard game to call. If Danny Ings was in the team, I think I would have probably leaned more so towards Southampton, because we all know that Southampton with Vestergaard is a different Southampton. But with Danny Ings being out, I said it last stream actually that Shea Adams couldn't manage by himself, and he proved me wrong. I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to go for a high scoring draw. So I'm going to say 2-2.
Man, agree with me.
Okay. So, a lot of fans have been calling for us to touch on this. So I've seen them commenting that we should probably drop a little bit into the La Liga every now and then. So with 3 fixtures taking place it's actually 4 taking place tomorrow, but 3 matches that I think fans will be interested in. First, we'll see Villa Madrid, a Real Madrid side that lost 4-1 or 4-2 the other day to Valencia, with Carlos Soler scoring a hat-trick of penalties.
4.
Villarreal on a high with Unai Emery, just to make that clearly, with Arsenal struggling. So, Dimo, how you see that going?
Real Madrid and who?
Villarreal.
So Real Madrid, they're having an indifferent season and conceding a lot of goals for some reason. We saw Sergio Ramos. He missed a couple penalties for Spain, and he then came back and he was a part of the 6-0. I'm not even sure how to call that game. That's a tough game to call.
Yeah, but it is, because Villarreal is actually in second and 18 points, and Real Madrid is in fourth and 16 points. So it's a tough.
Yeah. So just because of the form with Villarreal on, I'm just going to play it safe and I'm going to go for another high scoring draw and go 2-2 because Real Madrid conceding a lot of goals, and I expect them to score goals.
Jason.
My boy Unai Emery. Um,
You already know.
I agree with Dimo that it will be a high scoring draw. I don't think Ramos will be available. He came off at halftime for Spain, I believe. And I think Varane is also came off for France as well.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, Varane also came off for France, so that's their partnership right out the window. I don't think is Hazard fit. I'm unsure if Hazard is fit. And
And
then
Benzema
COVID-19.
not playing. Benzema not going to play.
Vinicius.
Benzema, I think Benzema is injured. Hazard has COVID-19. Eda Militao have COVID-19 as well.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are very
and then
right.
and then
Captain
Vinicius
Mira is going to
travel.
be out.
Vinicius travel.
Valverde is also out.
Oh,
Yeah,
Valverde.
so
Valverde out, yeah.
the injuries are mounting for Real Madrid, and that means problems. Vinicius traveled over 20,000 kilometers and never even play a game for Brazil. So, yes, I agree with Dimo. I draw, even though Villarreal are leading the league, I don't think
No, they are
they
kind of
will
second.
beat Real. Or the second.
Yeah, Real Sociedad is leading the league.
Okay, well, I still don't see them beating Madrid,
The big man
regardless.
Silva.
All right. Next up, we'll see Sevilla taking on Celta Vigo. Sevilla has been having an indifferent season in comparison to what they did last season under Lopetegui. They're currently in 13th position and 10 points.
What?
While Celta Vigo has been struggling very badly over the past couple of seasons, so are languishing in 18th position. Gio.
I'm going to give Sevilla this one, but I want to say something. You said that person said they must touch on La Liga. You know, I said this about 5 years ago and persons laugh off of me. You know that people always say it's just 5 sides in La Liga. And I'm going to say this. There are more ballers that are playing La Liga league that can perform better than persons in English league. I know English league is entertaining. It's more marketable. They spend a lot of money in it, but there's a lot of ballers back then in English league that really could not control a ball. But it's because of how they play the blood, sweat, and tear mentality make most people like gravitate to the league. But I'm going to say this: most ballers that are playing other leagues around the world, I know that they can perform better than ballers that are playing in the EPL. So,
Brother, you say all of that, and that's still just 5 teams in La Liga.
Yo, that was exactly what I was going to say.
Still 5 teams in La Liga, but
What's the point that you're trying to bring across?
no.
Because to me, currently right now, you're not making a point,
Why is it not make the point?
It looks
Alright.
like you're trying to say La Liga better than Premier League or something like that.
That's exactly what that is getting at. Because
as it regards to quality, as it regards to quality, as I stated before, there are ballers back then that in EPL that could not control a ball.
Hold on. So hold on. You think people give English league the rate it as the best league just based on just the pure quality that they see? No, brother. There are a lot of intangibles that people take into consideration. All right. You know, for instance, over La Liga, majority of times the top teams will always conquer the small teams. While you know that in English league per se, a small team can turn up today and just say, all right, you know what? 9 man sit back, 2 attack and just kill you.
No, Aria got Aston Villa versus Liverpool, sit back then just go and kill.
Simple as that, 7-2.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think the point that you're trying to bring across is a non-issue because majority of us on the panel will agree that the English league is way better than the Spanish league.
Oh yeah.
In terms of blood, sweat, and tears mentality.
No,
overall,
in terms of quality, boss.
Well, really and truly, I just have 1 point in support of what Gio is saying. In that, I mean, a couple seasons ago, we used to laugh after the fact that there was a season.
Him gone.
No,
him point probably never makes sense anyway.
Yeah, no, me probably agree with him. Go on, Jason, you come back, but you're mute.
2 seasons ago, we saw City finish with 98 and Liverpool finish with 97. I never thought that would ever happen in Premier League, and then Liverpool ran away with the last season. So maybe in recent history, maybe it's becoming that a 2-horse race. Hopefully, it
All
can
right,
change this
all
season.
right. Let's stop in here, Jason. If G had come on here and said that he thinks that La Liga players are technically better than English players, I won't have an issue. Because that's
Is that
factual.
what I mean? That I mean.
Brother, but I never that you
I
come
never
across,
that you
brother.
say, I never that you say,
That I mean. I say, I go as far as still say most baller in an English league can't control a ball.
True.
Yeah,
That is
but
As far as
that
say that,
control ball, brother, control ball and a control ball alone are technical stuff that
we
players do.
just,
Come
we
on.
just
Yeah.
use that as an example. But that's clearly what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
Clearly what
we're
I'm
not gonna
saying.
argue, brother. We're not gonna argue with that Spanish players are more technical because if you know most of the leagues, for instance, Italy and Spain, those are what they teach in academies. They teach about technical stuff. So it's expected that most of those teams will have better technical players than English league players.
I know
Come on, bro.
Spain. I know Italy. A German. A
No man.
No,
German.
man, I'm Spain, man. You know, say Germany
Germany
football is
recently
German
started.
football is the closest to English league.
Mm.
Oh, but really and truly, with that the argument there, you know, it sound like, you know, like you would probably have an argument for say that maybe, you know, if any player come from La Liga and come a Premier League, that automatically them are gonna be a hit, which is not the case. Because some bug come from La Liga like Roberto Soldado and Iago Aspas and them the man. So
Dennis Suarez.
So
yeah,
but you've also had a lot of hits.
and Lucas
I mean,
Perez and all of them something the so.
So
Mara,
start about the hits. Start about the hits.
Mara.
Fernando Torres come here, come bang it.
No, but
Chevy
hold on,
Alonso.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Me
If you
too
look at it,
come here and
if you
bang
look at it, you know, if you look at it, the man basically I contradict oneself in it because the man is has come from Spain, come over English, he can do nothing because me say Soldado do it, don't do nothing. I say that man I perform super for we play for now Asasuna, I think. I'm not sure, but he's playing for one of those teams. And Soldado is scoring goals left, right, and center. So
Aspas for Celta Vigo.
hold on. Also point out that Steven Nzanzi from Stoke City went over in La Liga and looked like a world-class player. He even make French national side from that league. So
Levan, I think the biggest one for us is Diego Forlan. The man was an absolute flop at United and
That's
was
true. And Atletico
almost a
Madrid.
Ballon d'Or candidate in La Liga.
True.
So yeah.
but Jason, you know, so you just basically kill your one point, you know, because remember say you don't agree with what Jay says. So you just kill your one point.
No,
Anyways.
me make 1 point, but that is minutes because I have always said La Liga is no comparison to Premier League in terms of
Okay.
competitive, in terms of nothing. That has always been my point.
All right, so just give a scoreline. Sevilla Celta Vigo.
Sevilla are going to win 2-1.
Bones, scoreline.
No, nothing about them, the team then.
Jason,
2-0 Sevilla.
Timo.
1-1.
And in the late fixture, we see Atletico taking on Barcelona. Atletico with Suarez out with COVID-19, not able to face Barcelona. How you see this one going with Joao Felix in form? Anyone? Any takers?
Me don't know about them, the team then.
You're the man.
Wow, Barca, Atletico.
Yes.
I
Me
think
know them, the team there.
Yo, the
I
man
think-
make the panel look bad star. So one set a league the man them watch.
No, I don't want
No,
to watch. Me know about the team them, but me just can't say, yo, me no watch them the two team the enough to say, yeah, it a go this
no,
way.
yeah, no.
Yeah, hold on a second, though. All one man are gonna make the panel look bad when the next four man know about the leagues. And come on, man.
Hey, man.
You have a point.
No.
You have a point.
On have to understand, on have to ask Bones about Europa League teams. That's Anyways, I think Suarez is a massive miss for Atletico. Suarez is a massive miss. I think that swings the match in Barcelona's favor. on any given day, Lionel Messi can decide any game. So I will say 2-1 Barcelona.
We agree that Messi is the goatess, but however, Messi hasn't looked nowhere near that goat status this season. So I don't really get where it's coming at where it's a Barcelona to claim 2-1, especially at the Wanda Metropolitano.
Yeah, watch Messi play football.
Of
But right
course,
now,
I'm
No,
South American.
man. So when Messi now play at no good standard, brother. Messi a play ball, brother.
nah, play as they expect Messi to play, man. Come on.
Messi came off the bench the other day and just start dictate the game like
As
Yeah, what has he done leading up to that?
I think
he's been
I
playing
think
and
he's just been
affecting.
held. I think he's just been held to such a high standard that we expect
Yeah,
him
like
to
I
come out
mean,
every
Healer.
week and score
There you
brace
have
at
it.
it every week. So
So you can't disagree my point. I said he's not playing up to good standards. That's what I said, So you can't have a point,
all right,
brother.
fine.
It's just the sheep standard, the goat standard,
And then,
With me,
you have to factor in that Joe Felix has been having a superb season,
Yeah.
both for club and country. So you have to factor in those things as well.
if I was Mr. Coleman, I would probably go with Messi on the bench again. Just you want to know why? Just that because I feel like the effect that he had that on the game the other day coming on was just brilliant, right? And if things and listen, don't kill me yet, wait,
Brother. I'm just telling you. I'm just giving you that a point that Fatty is injured. So
fatty injury, all right. But me still would have probably looked into how me can play without Messi for the first half. Honestly, you know why? Just in case that Atletico come out and too much for us, because if you notice the Messi off late and you watch him off late, he's just a walker outside of possession. Just a walker. He doesn't really contribute nothing defensively to the team anymore. Right? So just in case things not working out, right? And you have the little moment there where you need the entire 10 outfield players to actually help you defend. No, that probably go with him on the bench and then I'm giving him like 40 minutes in the second half, fresh, nice and ready.
Valid point that.
So what's the score prediction?
Me actually I gotta go with a 1-1 draw.
Joe.
Well, for me actually I look for say it go a draw. A 1-1 draw for real.
All right, Demo.
Yeah, so I actually disagree with everybody here. I think Atletico Madrid will win that game. Just because of the form that as you mentioned, Felix has been superb for both club and country. I also think that Koke has been very impressive as well, and he put out a well, not man of the match, but close to man of the match for Spain the other day. He was brilliant and as well, and so I think just as a whole, Atletico Madrid, even though Suarez won't be playing, I think they're in a better space than Barcelona right now. Griezmann now really look like him up click with Barcelona. He came on the other day and he missed a penalty and he missed some easy chances. Fati is injured. And as they say, Messi walking at times, but I think Atletico will win the game. I think they'll win the game quite comfortably too. So I'm going.
So I never said it. So I never mentioned the comment that's on the screen. I thought you were going to say Atletico will win the
No,
league.
actually, me read it. Actually, me read it, and somebody actually said to me the other day, said if Atletico, actually a Barca fan, a full-fledged Barca fan, support no other team in the world, not even in England, right? A full-fledged Barca fan come out to me what day and said this is Atletico's perfect year for win the league. If they not win it this season, they're not gonna win it again.
No, I can't argue with Atletico winning the league. It's right.
If you look at it with both Barca and Real Madrid unstable, yeah,
it's right, and that's why I must say, as a whole, right now, Atletico Madrid in a better space than Barcelona, and so they'll win the game quite comfortably, especially playing at home. Even though home fans and stuff not there, but
them not bringing back fans in them stadium yet.
No.
Oh, France, that right? Of France, I think of France here. Oh, PSG lose.
I also point out that PSG lost 3-2 to Monaco earlier on today after leading 2-0
Leading
through
2-0.
My guy Fabregas just say it.
I was following that game on my phone. I wasn't watching it, but I was following the scores. And when Mbappe scored the third goal, I don't know why he got disallowed, but he scored a hat trick, and then they took away the third goal, and then after that, I see them lose. I couldn't believe.
Money run
When
out.
I said when it was a 2-1, and then actually bet on the match. Good thing that I bet on it for goals. So when I check and I saw 3-2, I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
Monaco. But that with all that being said, we have finally come to the end of the show. We covered the EPL. We touched a little bit of La Liga. Once again, it was a very entertaining show, very informative, and I suggest that for all our viewers, ensure that you take in our tips and selections because we have been doing very well from the onset this season. So let's continue watching, continue supporting us, and continue growing the Weekly Dose Sports movement. Share to your friends, tell your friends to follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube. And for anyone out there and anyone watching the live, you can just link me and just send me an email if you want to join the discussion, join the panel. With all that being said, thanks again to Sherwin for passing through. As again, he's a resident analyst. Big up to Demo, always here every day, every night.
Rally.
If you do 2 shows in a one night, them man they still a go turn up. Big up Jason. Always the boat too. No matter the man they have work, them man they will at least try give even a half hour before they touch work. And if you give a shout out to Gio. Gio reach out to me earlier and I say, yo brother, if you're not too late, make sure somebody on the panel. So bless up Gio for pass through. And I Liverpool man, and don't let this be your first nor your last time, brother. So you can come through anytime. Just let me know when you're ready. I will dip on the panel.
All right.
Yeah, man.
So guys, once again, thanks for tuning in. And also, before I go, I saw the commentary there from Zidane True Friend Scott. Yeah, man, brother, just send me an email and we'll make be part of the team. Because I see they register interest the other day, but you never send me an email, so that's the reason why you're going to be part of the team. And also, know that people are looking forward to seeing Frano, coach of St. Martin, but he had prior obligations. He had a match tonight with his team, so he had to go to that. So, with all that said, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Until next time, which I'm positive won't be far away. More than likely, it will be. I think it will be Monday football discussion, but I believe that by Sunday we'll have another discussion. Me and Dimo will be here to discuss some cricket. And more than likely, just stay tuned and you'll see the other guests. So until then, peace out. Respect everybody.
All
Take
right.
care of yourself. Happy birthday, you. Bless up yourself.
Big
Yeah,
up.
man. Big up
Yeah,
yourself.
man. Guide us.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Anybody watching live, if no one care, can just link me.
All right, Demo. All right, Demo. Have a good weekend, Demo.
All right, boss. You too.
Yeah.